I'm a beer hound. Ow! The love affair with beer.
Hi, I'm John Burtka, and I'm the owner of Sleeping Bear Winery and Bad Bear Brewery.
Hello, I'm Red Brewer, Ben Tackett, a.k.a., and the house brewer here at Bad Bear Brewing.
Well, we chose Bad Bear Beer because it's a pretty cool title. We're Sleeping Bear Winery, and we have a brewery attached to us. And you see the little bear there, that's Wojtek. Wojtek was a bear that was a member of the Polish Army in World War II, and he would actually drink beer and smoke cigarettes, and he'd sit in the barracks with the soldiers, and he'd sleep with them. And during battle, he would carry large mortar shells to the front line. We just thought that was pretty cool. And he's bad because he's not really naughty, he's just bad. And so we decided to use that as our mascot. And what we're trying to achieve here is just a small family brewery and a place where people can come and have fun. We have a limited menu, and we try and do everything the best we can. And our beer menu, we've got a small one-barrel system, but it's really tweaked out with some great controls. It's all electric. It allows us to be pretty precise, and I think the fact that it's small, we get to play around and try a bunch of different types of beers, and our customers have been pretty happy so far. We've only been around a couple months, and we got a lot of repeat business.
Well, I think that people can expect small batch beers, obviously, with the one-barrel system that we do have. All the beers that we have been developed by myself, and basically started out as home brews, and been trying to tweak the system and just develop the best beers that we can. Some of the beers that we have, anywhere from the light honey wheat up to the dark stout. Actually, I think that was one of the browns there. But I think there's beer here for everybody. I truly enjoy brewing the beer here, and John's given me quite the palate just to go ahead and do whatever I want for the most part, and he's given suggestions here and there, and I think we've worked pretty well together between a winemaker and a beer maker. So yeah, I think as we move along, we're going to have more available and further our tap selection. Right now, the beers we have on tap are a honey wheat, which is a honey-based beer with orange peel and coriander and native honey. All the ingredients that we use for the most part are based right here in Michigan, locally if we can get it. The honey is from Onstead, Michigan. The hops are from here in Michigan, up in the northern part, at the Sleeping Bear region. And we're going to have some wheat that's malted here in Michigan as well. We have an amber ale that is just a good balanced amber with fairly low hop notes to it. A brown ale, and that one has I think has a good brown flavor with a little bit of chocolate notes, or coffee notes to it. There's a oatmeal stout that's actually pretty robust with the flavor, but yet lighter in the palate, so that I think it's a good breakthrough stout for a lot of people. And
Michigan Pale Ale.
The Michigan Pale Ale,
MPA.
exactly. Our MPA is a great combination between a brown ale and an India Pale Ale. I think it provides the best qualities of both of those ales. That it's not extremely hoppy, but yet has enough malt flavor in there with the brown ale that it's carrying through quite well. Yeah, soon we're going to be bottling a Hopsicle, which is calculated over 100 IBUs. Right now it's coming in at about 8% alcohol, and I think it's a really good malty, hoppy balance of a beer. I think it's going to cater well to the IPA drinkers out there. And then following that, we're going to be bottling a Polish breakfast stout, which is a oatmeal stout base with a honey wine and it's been barrel aged in a Michigan oak barrel that's very rare actually, and we're kind of actually pretty proud of that fact that there was only a very limited amount of Michigan oak barrels ever made, and we got our hands on one to go ahead and age our beer in it.
One of the things I really like about the Hopsicle is it's got a lot of IBUs, but it's very smooth, and it's rich. And the big thing that we try and do is we don't try and do a high gravity beer just to have the alcohol content. We make sure that everything's in balance, and that's the case in this. There's got great hop flavor, but it's balanced with the alcohol and the malt. And I think that's one thing that I've been most impressed about Ben's beer making is it follows a balanced approach, and I think that's really special. You know, I'm a foodie, and I watch a lot of TV shows and Restaurant Impossible and all these things, and you know, you see these failing restaurants, and they try to have this huge menu and try and be all things to all people. This is a brew pub, and people come for the beer and for the socialization and to meet friends here and have a good time. And we wanted a menu that reflected that. So I really love Reubens, and we're blessed in this state to have a lot of good Reubens in this state, especially when you go to Ann Arbor. And so I wanted to make mine stand up against the other Reubens. So there's a family in Detroit called Grobel. They've been making corned beef since the 1860s, and we take that and we braise it for 6 to 8 hours in the brown ale, and it's fall apart tender. And we have that on a nice 3/4 inch swirled rye, and we make our own Russian dressing that just has a couple special ingredients in it that gives it a big flavor component, and I just love it. The pizzas, fresh dough pizzas. We use all fresh ingredients. We try and use local produce when it's available. We have a barbecue chicken pizza. We got a Hulu Hawaiian pizza. The Mediterranean pizza is our biggest seller. It's got a nice little spiciness to it, and then we do a spicy Italian that's got giardiniera on top, and those are there's only eight or nine items on the menu, but we try and make each one a special item and not just something that we've thrown on the menu. I didn't mention we've got a spinach artichoke dip that's we just added to the menu. It's really good. But we came out with a new pizza, and so we dropped the pizza that we had. And for the reason is we don't want too complex a menu. We want it very simple and very good. So that's what we're striving for, and based on our response from our customers, like I said earlier, we got a lot of return customers, and they love it. So.